Greetings and various assorted salutations. Today's tutorial is a basic overview of Google Drive. Essentially the goal here is to go over file collaboration, how to organize your Google Drive files, and kind of how to use Google Drive to find various files that you have made or that you are collaborating with. This is intended mainly for students, but teachers can use this advice as well when setting up their own folder. First off, the first thing you want to do is you need to go to google.com and you will be signing in up here. When you hit the sign in button, it's going to chug for a second, and then what the account that you are going to use, whether you're a student or a teacher, is your school email account. Our school district has purchased or somehow acquired Google G Suite resources, and we are connected to them through our school account. Your school account login information is available on Skyward, but it's probably simpler than what you would think it is. But this is how you get to your school-issued Google account. And the reason why you're going to want to use your school-issued account for these things is there are some permissions that are only available to accounts that are education accounts. Your private Gmail account is not an education account. Your school email account, however, gives you access to all kinds of resources that the average person or corporation might not actually see. So please make sure you're using the correct account when you're signing in. Let's go ahead and skip through the process of signing in because you should know how to do that by now. So once signed in, one of the things you're going to see is there isn't a whole lot of change at first, except for there's a customize button down here, not too terribly important. But what's really important is you have your Google Apps up here, and if you have a profile picture, that'll be posted up here as well. This drop-down menu, if it's looking a lot like Microsoft Office or Office.com, that's because a lot of the symbols are very similar. So a lot of the things you may have learned in Office 365, you can apply here. They're very similar. But you can see that we've got a variety of programs. These programs will vary based on your permissions and what you have access to. So like I have access to sites. Most people may not have that feature. The most important things here are Drive. Some people are using Classroom. Docs, Sheets, and Slides are really important. And the Drive is the thing that unites them all. So today's tutorial is about Drive, so we're going to go into there. So you'll just click on it. So if this is the first time you've used your Google Drive, or you've not used your Google Drive a whole lot, it's going to look a bit emptier than this, obviously. Now, Google Drive is, I think some people also call it Drive or G Drive. There's many different names for it, but officially I believe it's Google Drive. But things in your Drive are going to be called My Drive. You may have some files shared with you, and that's where the collaboration part comes in. And so, shared with me, shared drives, there's all these things here. This operates much like your file folders in Windows, so it's not that far off from what you may be already used to. If you don't set anything up, anything you save to this drive will automatically pile into this general section here. Images will be stored under the images will be stored separately in Photos. But pretty much everything that's here is going to be right here. Now, you can add files to your Google Drive. You can add virtually any kind of file, but the files that work best for like when you want to edit them inside this program are Google files themselves. But if you don't have any Google files because you've never used them before, you can convert things like Microsoft Word into them, and that'll be covered in a separate tutorial. But if you have files you wish to add to Google Drive, you can drag and drop them in. So let's see here. Let me find a file that can be put in. This is a reference document. It's a Word document. But you can just drag and drop it into here. You see how it highlights differently here? That's because I have folders and I have some degree of organization in my drive. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you just let go, You'll see there's a little loading thing. Depending on how many files you're trying to shove in here, it may take longer or shorter. Some examples of things you might put in here. Teachers, you might put PDFs or videos that you wish to share with your students. But let's move on to one of the other concepts of creating new files. Now you can create new files within your drive. This is easily done through here, clicking on New. And you'll notice that you can create slides, you can create all kinds of things. Right now we're just going to look at folders, what a folder does. So we're going to create a folder. We're going to call this Sample. You name the folders what you want. Students, you might find it helpful to make folders for each of your classes so that you can better organize your work. Teachers, you may want to do this as well. If you're using Google Classroom, when you create a Google class, it automatically creates a folder, and anything you create in that classroom can be is automatically stored in that folder. However, things that are in your drive generally can be added to any of your classes. So once we've created it, now what we're going to do right now is we're going to go in and actually modify the share settings. So you see there's a person here, or what looks like the silhouette of a person. One of the easiest ways to make documents shareable is to make the folder shareable and then put documents. So say you need to share documents on any kind of file, whether it's a video, PDF, or a Word document, or a Google Doc. You need to share it with share lots of files with different people. You can create specific folders and then set the share permissions for it. And then every file that's in that folder is shared the exact same way as the folder says. So let's see here. Let's go to Share. And so you can add different people. This is where you change the restrictions. So you have all kinds of different options. You can make it so that anyone with the link that you copy and paste where you need it can view the file or whatever. You can restrict it to only certain email addresses that you add specifically, or you can restrict it to anyone in the K-12 Rapid City School District, or, well, technically it's the state of South Dakota. We all have an email address through the state. But whatever option you choose, you can then choose Viewer, Editor, and then sometimes there's other options here, but you pick the option that best fits you. If you want people to have access copies of your files, like say you want students to look at a PDF or look at a document, but you don't want them to edit it, don't give them editor permission. Only give them viewer permission. And this is kind of a big detail because if you mess with Google Documents, Google stuff long enough, you're going to discover that occasionally you'll get the permissions wrong and weird stuff happens. But make sure you set the permission that you want. And there's other settings like that. When you've decided on what settings you're going to go with, you click Done. And then any file you add into that folder, you can navigate through it by double-clicking. Any file that you add into there will take on the permissions of that folder unless you change that file's specific orders. There's more to Google Drives than this, but I just wanted to cover a good way of setting things up and how to organize files. One other thing that's worth mentioning is you can search your drive. You can search by the title of whatever the document is, or if it's like a text document like a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word document in here, you can actually search by words in the document found anywhere in that document. It takes a bit longer though, so if you know the titles of what you're looking for, you can find them much quicker. Now when you might use your Google Drive, I need to mention this as well, is when you want to do file collaboration. Google Drive is just a bit easier to configure and is built around the idea of configuring of sharing files and collaboration. So like if you're working on a project and you all have different pieces of a slideshow, one of you can build the slideshow, share it with the others, and then you can build that together as a team through collaboration. Or if you're a teacher and you're using my other Canvas tutorials, I heavily use Google Classroom to distribute files like PDFs so that students can view them. I also use it to distribute worksheets and things like that. In any case, there's a lot to Google Drive. This is just a very short basic introduction. I hope it helps, and I guess until later.